How do anti-inflammatory foods switch off genes for seniors? Imagine your body has a set of switches that control how much inflammation you have. Some switches turn inflammation on, others turn it off. Certain foods can influence these switches. They don't change your DNA directly, but they affect how your genes are expressed. This process is called epigenetic regulation. Think of it as a dimmer switch that can lower or raise the activity of specific genes without changing the actual genetic code. When you eat anti-inflammatory foods regularly, you help turn down the genes that promote chronic inflammation. This is especially helpful for seniors because aging often comes with increased inflammation, which can lead to joint pain, heart issues, and other health problems. Foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids, like salmon, walnuts, and flax seeds, can inhibit certain proteins called transcription factors. One key player is called NF-kappa B or NF-kappa B. When NF-kappa B is active, it turns on genes that produce inflammatory molecules called cytokines. By blocking NF-kappa B, these foods reduce the activity of pro-inflammatory genes. Polyphenols, which are found in berries, green tea, and olive oil, also help by blocking these same pathways. They act like natural brakes, preventing inflammation from spiraling out of control. Some compounds in anti-inflammatory foods activate other genes that fight inflammation. For example, they stimulate a gene regulator called PPAR gamma. When PPAR gamma is active, it encourages the body to produce anti-inflammatory proteins. Omega-3s and polyphenols can turn on PPAR gamma, shifting the gene activity toward reducing inflammation. This change helps seniors feel less joint pain and improves mobility. Another way these foods work is through epigenetic modifications. They cause chemical changes like DNA methylation and histone modification. These changes can make certain genes less accessible for transcription. For example, increasing methylation on pro-inflammatory genes can effectively turn them off. This process is like putting a lock on a door, preventing the gene from being activated. Antioxidants in fruits and vegetables also play a role. They neutralize free radicals, which are unstable molecules that damage DNA and can activate inflammatory genes. When free radicals are kept in check, there's less stress on the cells, and fewer genes are triggered to produce inflammation. For seniors, this means that including anti-inflammatory foods daily can help manage low-grade chronic inflammation, known as inflammaging. This can reduce the risk of diseases like arthritis, heart disease, and cognitive decline. Eating a diet rich in fruits, vegetables, nuts, whole grains, and fatty fish supports these gene-regulating processes. Avoiding processed foods, refined sugars, trans fats, and red meats is also important because these foods can activate pro-inflammatory genes. Spices like turmeric and ginger contain compounds that inhibit inflammatory pathways. In simple terms, anti-inflammatory foods act like natural switches that tell your genes to produce fewer inflammatory molecules. This helps your body stay healthier, move better, and feel more energetic as you age. By making mindful choices about what you eat, you can support your physical health and mobility every day.